Welcome back to Combat Zone and Week 29 Charisma Check. Be sure to head down and subscribe to the channel as we'll have more of these videos out every single week. Tonight, our main event is not going to be the Superfight. Unfortunately, Matthews had to pull out, but of course the champion keeps his title for 1 week. So next lightweight card, that will be the main event. But tonight we still have 3 very good matches, starting out with Ewan versus Raimundo. After a hot streak, Ewan went up and got his title shot, but was dispatched by the champion in the first round. Now, he has a much lower ranked opponent, but he is undefeated 2-0. Conor McGregor versus Tony Ferguson. Identical battle timing. You love to see it. I think Ewan actually used Conor McGregor in his title fight last time out. Didn't get the win on that occasion, of course, but still feeling comfortable with the Irishman. As he hits a couple stiff shots here and gets dropped already. Raimundo coming out of the gate firing. Still landing that hook as well. Goes for the flying knee, gets, or just the knee to the body rather. Gets stunned himself. Oh, but he drops him again! In the first 30 seconds, he's already got 2 knockdowns. Raimundo coming forward. Tony Ferguson feeling it. He is landing at will with big shots, big uppercuts and hooks. Because Conor McGregor has that power in the game. And real life, I suppose. That makes sense, but... oh, as you see, Tony Ferguson's getting low and he gets dropped as well. But now Tony Ferguson on his back. Smart. Ewan's going to stand up. Doesn't want any bit of being in Tony Ferguson's guard, and I don't blame him. Exciting start. We've just reached the 1 minute mark. We've already had 3 knockdowns in this fight. Both guys just swinging. Shades of the Dan Hooker, Dustin Poirier fight from the other week, or last week, whenever that was. Just slugging. Nice shots. Raimundo, he wants to land that front kick. He's thrown it a few times. Hasn't caught him yet, though. He keeps throwing. He doesn't put his hands up. He almost gets dropped once more, but he stays on his feet. Ewan backs off. Nice push kick to the stomach. Now he's going to shoot in and push him up to the cage. Up to over-under in the clinch. Nice spin from Ewan. And he's going to make the break. I was thinking Tony was going to try and take him down and maybe work some knees in there. But Ewan was able to spin himself off the cage and get out. Now we go back to this just slugfest of a fight. He's still throwing that front kick up top. Maybe he has to hide it behind something else. Nice slip straight there on that occasion. Both guys have sort of slowed down on throwing all the significant strikes. Now throwing a lot more jabs and straights. Ewan landing big on that occasion. Front kick, it lands, doesn't do a lot. There we go. He finally got it to work, and in the end, it didn't do much. But he's just throwing these random head kicks from time to time before, as Ewan comes in, he's wanting to pop him. Oh, but he gets dropped instead. Ewan coming forward, trying to press. Nice slip straight, stuns him, gets him to back out. And again, drops him on that occasion. Just that slip straight, so powerful in this game. Of course, we have UFC 4 coming out next week, or their reveal trailers coming out next week at the pay-per-view. We'll see how it goes as Ewan drops into a guillotine. Conor McGregor is going to try and tap out Tony Ferguson. Here we go. Easy, easy. Not even past the first gate. And now we see Raimundo. He is up in side control. What can he do from here, though? He's just waiting. We talked about it last time, and we were watching the heavyweights last time, but this stalling where they're sitting inside control waiting for some trigger to go into crucifix. Unsure if that was the case there, but it worked out in Ewan's favor as he gets out with no damage basically and makes the break on the clinch. Both guys probably need to watch their head health a little bit here, but I don't think that's going to stop them based on how this fight's gone so far. Raimundo just still throwing. He's slowed down on the significant strikes, which is probably helping him with his stamina. Could be interesting because Ewan is still throwing big bombs at times and dropping his stamina quite low. If then he can line up that slip straight or a hook or an uppercut, then could be night. But instead, he gets rocked there, dropped, and needs to keep his hands up or get out of the way. Ewan trying to come in for the kill. 1 minute left in this frantic first round. Seen a bit of everything so far. That straight is so strong. It kind of doesn't have a great straight either. It sort of loops. It's a bit slower. I think it's probably more powerful, but it is a little bit slower off the mark, especially compared to the slip that Tony's throwing at the moment. Oh, big job. Oh, drops him as well. He has no stamina, but he's going to finish him on the floor with 30 seconds left in the round. A huge full fight's worth of stats of knockdowns, takedowns, submission attempts. We saw it all. In the end, it was just more of the same, coming forward, constant pressure. Raimondo had his hands down, his head health was low, so he just tried to block up, but not much you can do. Couple up front, and then the hook through the broken guard. He even tried to follow it up with an uppercut, but he misses. Going to follow it up on the ground with some strikes to end the fight. From that, we head to Bogdan versus Linus, who is on a 3-fight win streak. A huge jump in competition this week, though, for him. He's now going to face Bogdan, who is up in that title echelon, and he's going to go with Michael Johnson. This will be interesting to see how he gets on. Herb Dean gets us underway. Johnson versus Poirier. Oh, I was about to say, expect a lot slower of a start. Immediately comes forward, lands big shots, gets a stun, and now picks him up and drops him. So Johnson on top. Gonna stack him up. See what Bogdan's got to get out of here. Bogdan is very good down on these lower weights. He's quite high ranked in both featherweight and lightweight. Linus, as we mentioned before, he is 18th, I think, but on a 3-fight win streak, so this is his shot. Picking Michael Johnson, though, I'm not sure if that was maybe it was a tactical idea, though. He did get the first pick, so he would have picked Johnson before Bogdan claimed Poirier. Maybe this is the guy that he uses in ranked quite a lot. I know a lot of people like to use a lot lower rated fighters so that they get more points after the fight. Either way, he's in for a tough task against the Diamond. Bogdan landing some nice counter punches as well. Oh, there you see it again. The overhand. That overhand was quick as well. He was able to slip it and throw a jab as well. Just goes for the single leg, and he gets it as well. Dumps him on his back straight into side control. Going for the crucifix, but Bogdan stops him. He's got a half guard here. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen Bogdan really on his back trying to fight off a wrestler. So far, Linus doing well. Can't stop the get up though. Definitely not as frantic as that first round, as these guys defending themselves a lot better. But we saw in the stats, the second round is big for both these guys. Linus has a win in the first round. Bogdan does not. Bogdan has wins in the third round where Linus doesn't. So we'll see. This constant pressure from Linus is good if he can finish him early, but we get into that third round, that's Bogdan territory. As he now grips up, goes double under. No slips out. Trying to pummel inside, but gets stopped. Nice break there from Bogdan. Ooh, throws that leg kick very close. I wonder if that was meant to be an uppercut. Sometimes the controls don't work out too good. Nice shot to the body. I mean, it's great boxing from both guys, really. It's very technical, which is something that I really enjoy. Now, of course, as I call them technical, they go swinging and missing. Nice shot to the body. He goes and throws it again. Yeah, a lot of damage on the stamina. Nice there. Linus now blocking down low. I think that's the first time we've seen him really try and block down low. He notices when he drops his stamina, he comes in. He's done it again. 3 times in a row. When Linus drops his stamina down, Bogdan drops down and throws it straight to his gut. Nice pop of the jab down low there as well. Those are going to add up over time as well. Nice stop. Pulls him up. But double under. Going over, trying to get him over the top. Nice stop. Bogdan needs to get from out of the cage. He's going to pummel under. Can he spin? No, stopped. Linus looking for the takedown. Gets stopped on that occasion. I mean, that's sick. Great technical wrestling from the clinch. In the end, they just make the break and get back to the boxing. Nice jab lead hook, very quick. Does a decent amount of damage as well, but lands clean. Oh, Linus just constant pressure in this one. It's great to see, something we don't see often. It's really just this pressure coming forward. I mean, he's broken the block though. It gets dropped. As he was coming forward and continuing to throw, Bogdan was just picking away at his block, and then all of a sudden, he had low stamina, no block. He just comes and throws 2 big hooks and drops him. It's going to be big. He is continuing to throw a lot. Nice catch of the kick. I was going to say he's continuing to throw a lot. I'm expecting to see more body shots from Bogdan. Instead, he went up top, perhaps expecting Linus to drop his hands on that occasion. But Linus seems to be letting his body take most of the brunt. He's only really dropped his hands on a couple of occasions. Nice slip straight there. There it is again. Knew the jab was coming. Ooh, kick to the body doesn't help anybody. Only a few seconds left and another drop. That will secure the round for Bogdan right there. And during that first round, I would say Linus probably would have won that round if it wasn't for the knockdowns. Linus, I feel like, is doing more damage. He is doing a lot better with the pressure. He also has those takedowns as well. Bogdan, though, on the other hand, is just landing at the opportune time. He is landing when his stamina is low or when his block is low and getting knockdowns. Very dangerous for Linus to be implementing this strategy if he's going to keep it up. Gets hit again with a big shot. Nice overhand lands though. He goes for the clinch immediately after the overhand but doesn't get there. Blocked very low for Linus. Bogdan lands, nice slip over. Ooh, nice pullback as he can't see the shot coming. Both these guys looking beat up already. Oh, gets a stun. Now he's going to come forward, jab straight. Overhand doesn't drop him. Looks like he was setting up for a Reaper special there. Just jab straight until the block was broken. Instead going for the overhand, but not enough on it apparently to drop Bogdan. Still throwing a lot. I'm surprised Bogdan hasn't thrown that kick, especially as he's backing out at range. Get a bit of extra distance from those kicks from Dustin. Oh, beautiful combination there. Now jab straights from Bogdan. Throwing some hooks, breaking the block. Couple hooks down low as well. The stamina advantage is going to go Bogdan's way. Not halfway through the fight yet as well. Both guys just swinging. Oh, gets stopped. There's the overhand. Oh, he's going for the kicks up top after the shot. He's done it on a few occasions. It's not often that he throws kicks at all, but when he does now, he seems to be throwing them high as opposed to low. And normally after the stamina gets drained, I think he's wanting Linus to drop his hands. Hasn't come off just yet. Linus just pressing forward with that pressure. There it is. Does well for him on that occasion. Nice timing of that jab. Oh, both guys throw a hook at the same time. It's Bogdan that prospers. Throws the overhand. Oh, beautiful timed uppercut that took him out from the knee. The knee left him defenseless. Beautiful slipped in uppercut. Bogdan gets another knockdown. Oh, nice overhand lands though. Try to establish that jab. I mean, Linus is doing more. He's throwing more, but Bogdan's winning the stamina race. Bogdan's winning the knockdown race. Bogdan's probably winning the points race. Linus needs a finish. Second round is where he does most of his work, to be fair. Still 2 minutes left. As he lands a nice combination there. Bogdan going for that combination, that jab, uppercut, hook. Landed all 3 shots very nicely last time out. Now we see the clinch. Interesting, I didn't even notice that we hadn't seen the clinch at all in the second round. But there we go, he's back in it. Trying to get Bogdan thinking about other things. But his stamina is getting low. Bogdan still, you see that coming forward, throwing that straight down low. Oh, I thought that uppercut was going to do more. Both guys getting a lot more tentative to throw than what they were in the first round. Oh, lands a nice jab hook.
Look how light he is on his feet too.
Bogdan wants him to use his stamina up a lot more before he throws. That's something he did very well in the first round. As Linus come forward through big shots, his stamina would go low and then he would just hit him in the body. Whereas right now, Linus, to his credit, has stopped doing that, stopped wasting his stamina so much, and Bogdan has really stopped throwing as much because of it. It does leave us with more of a chess match, more guarded up. Both guys just trying to slip a shot in when they can. Is that leg kick again? Still not sure if that was meant to be a leg kick. Only 40 seconds left of the second round. Either guy's going to do something special. It needs to be now. That leg kick, I believe, was meant to be a leg kick. Front kick up top. First time we've seen the teep rather than a push kick, or a front kick rather. Takedown from Bogdan. Okay. Dustin Poirier on top. Just going to try and win out this round. I think he's already knows that he's won it. The 10-8 isn't as much of a thing in the game as what they want it to be in real life at the moment. So Bogdan's going to secure this round. Knows that he's up. He just needs to survive the third round. Before the round's over, he's checking the stats. So we get into the third and final round. Bogdan versus Linus. Linus has 0 wins in the third round. Bogdan has a couple. I think he has 2 of his wins. Linus does have 1 win. I'm sorry. Linus had 1 last week in the third round. Oh, gets the stun. Linus coming forward. Jab. Oh, uppercut. Both these guys getting very, very close to the edge, but able to get out of it. Linus is getting popped, continuously getting popped, but the overhand lands. There's the stun, jab, straight head kick. He goes for the Reaper special. It doesn't work out for him, but an uppercut lands. Dustin gonna stand up. What's Bogdan got? What's he thinking? As Linus comes forward. Oh, gets slipped, hit with a big hook. Not much left in the tank. Overhand lands. Overhand again. He's just trying to beat down through the block. Those overhands will do it if he keeps throwing them, but he runs out of stamina before he can finish. Bogdan really on the back foot here now. Oh, we saw it there. The stamina got low. He threw to the body, trying to make the body hurt, but it's a Reaper special in the end that gets the finish. We were talking about Bogdan. He changed up the way he was throwing that kick after the low stamina. He went back down to the body. But Linus was expecting it after not dropping his hands through all of the second round when those kicks come up top. He finally decided to drop his hands, catching the kick, landing, and then just a Reaper special to finish. It is the former lightweight champion Sal taking on the current heavyweight champion Sam. And as we always point out, Sam is one of the top wrestlers in CZ. He doesn't have a very strong takedown record in lightweight though, and Sal comparatively has quite a decent defense. Not only that, Sal is also the top knockdown artist in the division. He has the most knockdowns of anybody else in lightweight, but he'll have his work cut out for him. So we get underway, going for the touch of gloves. Instead, we're going to have we're going to get both. We're going to get a bow and a touch of gloves. So Dustin Poirier once again, and the first time we've seen Habib in a very long time, because he does like to get used by wrestlers, but we don't have that many top wrestlers in the division. It's a lot of strikers. Sam, of course, one of those elite level wrestlers. Decent on the feet as well. Versus Sal, though. Sal's a killer on the feet. Come from through the calf ranks. Got into regs and he really took off, especially in lightweight. He was our second ever lightweight champion. Nice shots. Knees to the body of Habib. Then Sal pummels under and gets the easy break. Nice knee as well. Sam threw just a kick that missed. Immediate knee to the body. Both guys taking it a little bit slower. Deep to the body. Sal trying to keep this one at distance. See him backing out with each strike every time the strikes come through. But Habib against the cage, not where he wants to be. Sam. We're going to see the lift. Finally, there it is, over the top. And down he goes. Straight inside control. Sal's the one landing, but... And he gets over to sprawl, okay. Nicely done. Sam's going to throw some shots of his own. Can't keep him down either. Surprising Sam letting him up. I don't know if he let him up or just got duped out of that one. Nice for Sal though. Knows he can do something on the floor. Even against Habib. Ooh, that switch kick. Ooh, tries to get that kick up top, but he's going to pick the ankle on him. Nicely done. Straight into side control once more. Can Sal get him back? Does through. Going through half guard this time. And a full. Sam now just going to sit on top. Throw those body shots. Now postured up. Sal feet on hips, but gets picked out. Sam's going to move for well postured up. Very hard to defend that one. Push back now. I don't think Sam's going to mind terribly. I think he feels quite safe from submissions. Now he's moved over to side control. Is this what we want to see? Of course, he won his heavyweight title match against the lightweight champion last time out. Last time we had the video with the crucifix. Got him in the crucifix and finished it off with those vicious elbows. But Dustin going to pull him back down into half guard, and he goes straight up into top mount. Oh, elbows. And nice stop. Uh-oh. There we go. Goes a different way. Gets him off. No, actually, I think that was Sam, rather. Because he got into side control. Sam decided to go into side control. He is after the crucifix. Definitely. 100% he's after the crucifix. Now Sal gets himself back up into the feet. Back up onto the feet. In the clinch. Throwing those knees some more. Now he's going to make the break. Striking is definitely where he needs it, and range is where he needs it. The problem is, at the range that Dustin needs to be to throw these shots, is perfect for Sam to pick an ankle. Oh, and he slips in instead. Does it on the feet there. Lovely combination there by Sam. Goes straight into the crucifix. We told you he was waiting for it. Now he's got him in. Immediate set up. Sal gets him out of there. Very, very close, this fight. Sam struggling to block the transitions. He had a much easier time up at heavyweight. Perhaps that's because the heavyweight transitions would be a lot slower. But seeming to have struggle a wee bit more with Sal this week. As we know, Sal is quite good on the ground himself. Has a number of submission victories, but that's with using people like Souza and Verdum. Here in lightweight with Dustin Poirier versus Habib, and now just getting absolutely mauled by the Russian. These elbows are vicious. Working the body, working the head. He's now going to move to side control. We're going to see if we can get back into that crucifix position. Only 40 seconds left in the round. Sal going to stop him once more. And back to full guard. Not much Sal could do, unfortunately. 30 seconds left in the round. It will be a win for Sam. Just domination on the floor. These shots aren't going to help Sal's appeal to the judges either. Oh, he's going to lock him up into a triangle. Here we go. 4 gates on this one. He locks it in. Tries to get that ankle underneath the knee. Gets it into the 3rd gate. And Sam is going to manage to get out. But either way, that's the end of round 1. So a massive slam to finish off round 1. Now here we go in round 2. The biggest factor is obviously the wrestling. I mean, if Sal had picked Habib, would be a different story, I think. Sal is good enough on the ground to defend himself against Sam, as he's shown with Dustin. If he had the wrestling ability with the fighter, that would be another story. But, I mean, having Dustin gives him the advantage up on the feet. So far, he's just struggling to keep it up on the feet long enough to really do a lot of damage. And, I mean, even in that first round, Sam got a great stun that he took advantage of by slipping a kick. And he slips it again. Sam, I mean, he does know what he's doing on the feet as well. And Habib has strangely good striking. As we see Sal moving forward. Gets just a slight stun on him. Nothing too dangerous for Sam. Sam shows that takedown. There's the push kick as well. Oh, nice knee. Beautifully timed, beautiful range. Kick to the body. Sal is trying to work the body. There we see 3 kicks in a row go to the body, but I mean, his body health is bad just from knees, from the side control, these punches. He's also been working the body when he was postured up in half guard. Sal's body is definitely going to be worse off. But he does get that turn. Wow. Gets himself back up. Straight back to the body. I don't know why Sal is working the body so much. I mean, he needs a knockout. And he doesn't have a lot of time on the feet to do it. Or perhaps he's just trying to slow him down, trying to take away some of his stamina for the ground. I'm not sure about the tactics. Perhaps we can talk to Sal. Find out what he was thinking. Sam trying to come forward. He's not throwing a lot of big damaging shots. Ooh, nice slip from Sal as well. The jab being a constant. A leg kick. Trying to slow Dustin down. Don't blame him. Dustin's a very fast fighter. I mean, Sam's letting his head health get quite low. I think he's just counting on the fact that he's not going to spend a lot of time standing up. But at the moment, he has spent most of round 2 on the feet as we get through the halfway mark of the second round. Ooh, slight lag there. Seemed to be alright though. Nice couple shots to the body and a kick. I mean, Sal is starting to eat away at it. The problem is that it's not going to do him any good because of, well, I was going to say because of right there, the leg, but that's the first takedown. We mentioned at the start, Sam doesn't have a very good takedown rate in lightweight, and Sal has a good defense. Well, that's the first time we've seen him stop one of these takedowns so far. Khabib's starting to look pretty beaten up, but he catches the knee and pulls him down. He wants to get up into side control, get back into that crucifix. He did have the crucifix at one stage. There he goes for it again, and he gets it. Sal immediately got out last time, and he does it again. Sam blocked Matthew heaps last time at heavyweight. He goes for the crucifix once more, stops him on that occasion. Okay, now Sam is in a very dominant position in crucifix. Sal stopped on that occasion as well. Sal not stressing, not panicking, tries to toss him off, and he does beautifully. Don't say toss him off, that's not what I meant. He tried to escape with the shoulder, and he does, just popped him up. Very good from Sal. Very good to get out of that predicament. But Sam, he's still in side control. Throwing those knees, keeping the body of Sal down. Crucifix once more, stopped. Finally. If Sal can get a perfect timing on that, be able to roll him over would be the perfect option, but he's back in crucifix. He gets out immediately. Sal keeping it fresh, keeping Sam guessing on which way he's going to go in that first initial crucifix. Up into sprawl. Sal has had success. I don't think Sam has stopped a single time he's gone up into the clinch from sprawl. So he goes for it again this time and gets the get up. Hip toss though is going to pull him back over, back into side control where Sam wants to be. I mean, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. And this is why Sal working the body I don't think is a very good idea. I mean, you're already down on stamina, and now you're going to have to try and get back to your feet first of all. And just as he's working away on the body more, he's going to have no stamina left, and Sam is still going to have a lot of head health going into the third round. So in the third round, you're going to start up on the feet. You want Sam's head health to be low enough that your combos could knock him out. But instead, he's in this position getting mauled by Khabib at the moment. And that will be it as we go into round 3. And I mean, to be fair to Sal, none of us are in there. Sal at the moment is up against the best wrestler in Combat Zone, the current heavyweight champion, and he is playing the best wrestler in the UFC, Khabib Nurmagomedov. It is an uphill battle, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Sal should be on his feet more, or he could be stopping more takedowns, because it is hard, man. It's coming up against competition like this is why CZ is fantastic. We have amazing fighters at the top of the rankings. Sam just goes to prove that we don't see a lot of wrestlers in the game, but when they are very, very good, they can be very, very dominating. As again, Khabib is going to push him up against the cage. Going for the body lock high once more, but Sal stops him. Punch in the side of the head. Just wanting to get him off, but in true Khabib fashion, he's just going to grab the leg. He's going to maul against you against the cage, keep his weight on top of you. Sal able to slip the leg out. Luckily, we're in the third round. Oh, but again, up against the cage. What's he going to go for again? Just like a snake, Khabib normally just wraps those arms up, even at the hips, but it's a hip toss that gets him over in the end. He is in side control. So having a lot of success going to sprawl. Sam just throwing those knees just slowly ticking away. Now he goes for the crucifix and he gets there. Sal needs to get himself out. He does. Very good success rate of Sal getting out that first attempt. I believe 3 out of the 4 times he's been able to get out the very first time without Sam even throwing a strike. But it is dangerous. And he needs to know it's coming as well. That's why Sam, instead of going for it immediately, is now throwing a lot more knees. There it is. Big German suplex. Skip frames a little bit there, but huge over the top. Some Brock Lesnar shit on that one. Brock Lesnar as a wrestler, not Brock Lesnar in the UFC, but, you know, Suplex City, bitch. 3 minutes left in the fight. I believe Sam is winning both rounds. Unless Sal got a knockdown in the second. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think Sam's winning both rounds. Of course, Sam has good head health still, and Sal has low stamina. Oh, and he's landing that uppercut quite often. Khabib's uppercut is nasty. Hip toss from Sal gets stopped. And uh-oh. Double under. Knees to the body. Working the body. Stopping the transitions, which gets the stamina down low. And now we see the lock. Body lock over the top. Oh, big slams from Sam as well. He's doing it in emphatic style, really. 2 minutes left in the fight. Oh, he's going to drop down into a guillotine. Low stamina from Poirier, but it's not the worst. Almost out, down low. Oh, must have been a slip off of the gate there. Sal gets himself out. Now he is up top. And full guard Sal eating elbows. Trying to get some wrestling advantage. But turned over. Can be frustrating for someone in this position, I know. Feel bad for Sal at the moment, but Sam just putting on a clinic right now, using Khabib the way Khabib's meant to be used. In fairness. So instead of going for the crucifix, he throws these knees. Trying to keep Sal off guard for when he finally does go for that crucifix. Instead, he's going to get back over to sprawl. I'm going to see him move up through the clinch. There it is. Gets there as well. Now he needs to stop a takedown here. Try and get a break. Same double under once more. Uh-oh. Stops that. Low stamina for him. Hard to stop with very little stamina. Slammed on his back once more. Elbows from side control now. I mean, if Sam gets a stun in clinch and then throws him like that, it's all over. Reminds me of the old calf days. Remember the calf? Oh, remember the fantastic calf days when you would just get a stun and then try and immediately go for double unders and slam them to get the knockout. Shout out to Harry. Shout out to the calf boys. Anyway, Sam bashing, easily done from stat guard. Dustin's had enough. They knew it was coming. Incredibly hard to stop the best wrestler in the league with the best wrestler in the game. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Sam get themselves a victory, and Sam keeps himself up into title contention in lightweight. Of course, next time at lightweight, it is going to be the lightweight super fight between Matthew Willingham and Jared Leone. So Sam is not going to get a shot at the title that time, but he will have a #1 contender fight. If you'd like to join in on any of the CZ action, be sure to head down to the links in the description. The top line is a link to the Facebook group. You can join up and be on the very next card, Fight Island. There is a Facebook group there. You can sign up, be a part of Combat Zone. Until next time, I've been Big Red Dana, and we'll see you then.